T-Mobile has held a conference call with CEO John Legere announcing that he will be stepping down as of the end of April of next year, replaced by the current COO, Mike Sievert. Here's the call.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Bright and early here in Bellevue. Sort of wish we could have done it a couple hours earlier. It would have been more entertaining. As you've probably seen, this morning we shared some important news about the future of T-Mobile. Mike Sievert has been selected to succeed me and step into the role here at T-Mobile on May 1st of 2020. I plan to continue in my role as CEO through the end of April, and during that time, I will focus on a smooth leadership transition and the ownership and completion of our successful merger with Sprint to become the new T-Mobile. Over the past few years, I've been working with the board of directors, including our chairman of Deutsche Telekom, CEO Tim Höttges, on a plan to identify my successor. Today's news is the result of a comprehensive multi-year succession planning process that is focused on ensuring a natural progression of the business to find a next-generation leader for T-Mobile, who importantly is committed to the strategic direction of the company. I want to personally thank Tim and our board of directors for their support along the way and during my tenure as CEO. Now, Mike Sievert is absolutely the right choice to be the next CEO of T-Mobile, and I'm really pleased that he will be at the helm for the next chapter of the company's growth. Mike was actually one of my first hires to the company back in 2012, 7 years ago, and it has been exciting to watch him as he's taken on more and more responsibilities, going from CMO to COO to president and COO, and soon to president and CEO, and then hell, who knows, maybe he'll just become president. He's been there every step of the way, leading the design and execution of 16 Un-carrier moves and helping make this company what it is today. Mike has helped to build our incredible culture, cares deeply about our employees and customers, and it is important to note that Mike is 100% committed to continuing the Un-carrier strategy. T-Mobile will continue to be a disruptive force in wireless and beyond. That's today's news, and that news just ensures that we will be disruptive, and we know who's going to lead that disruption. It is also important to note that this succession news changes nothing in our plans to combine with Sprint and form the new T-Mobile. When our merger with Sprint closes, Mike will have the opportunity to supercharge the Un-carrier strategy. We are not done yet, not by a long shot. This will be the start of T-Mobile's next chapter. Now, while my journey here is not over, the past 7 years so far have been outstanding. I'm proud of what we've been able to build here at T-Mobile. When I joined the company, the wireless industry was ripe for real change, and we saw an opportunity to disrupt a stupid, broken, arrogant industry. We set to work breaking from the industry norms by putting customers first, empowering customers, and changing our culture to be focused on the front line and on eliminating our customer pain points. Fast forward to today, and we've not only completely turned around T-Mobile, but we've dramatically changed the wireless industry, and T-Mobile is far from done. Now, Mike's experience is extensive, from Microsoft and E-Trade to Clearwire and even AT&T. Mike has held senior roles and delivered results for some of the biggest brands in the world, country, come on, planet. And I have to say, I'm very confident in him. And I'm also confident in the rest of the leadership team that we've assembled across T-Mobile. In addition to the exciting CEO succession news, I'm also pleased to share that Neville Ray is now our President of Technology, which acknowledges his incredible accomplishments and the critical role that he will play in building of the new T-Mobile with the amazing 5G network that we will deliver to consumers across the country. I'm also pleased to share that CFO Braxton Carter will be extending his contract to stay on with T-Mobile through at least July 1st of 2020. He's an invaluable asset to the company, and he will be here to help with Mike's transition and the merger close with Sprint. Okay, in a minute we're going to take a few questions, but first I'm going to hand it over to Mike to say a few words. And don't worry, this transition is more than 5 months away, so you will still have plenty of time and opportunity to hear me take shots at the competition, but I won't do that today. So don't get too excited, AT&T, Verizon, Comcast, and Charter. Okay, Mr. Future President and CEO of T-Mobile, Mike Sievert, take it away.
Okay. Thanks, John. I am so excited about the future of this company, and I just want to start by simply saying how incredibly grateful I feel for John and his leadership and also his friendship over the past 7 years. I've been very fortunate to have John as a mentor and colleague. And although it's not time for goodbye, I do want to start off by saying thank you to him. As I've said it before, John is a one-of-a-kind visionary leader. He has redefined the role of CEO and demonstrated how to use it to create energy and meaningful change like no one I've ever worked with. It's been a privilege to work together with him to create the Un-carrier, the foundation of our unprecedented growth. These are big shoes to fill, but I believe our future is incredibly bright thanks to the turnaround and success story he's led over the past 7 years at T-Mobile, because we have an amazing set of people to help us continue to change the rules of wireless for the better. I also want to thank my colleagues on the board, especially our chairman, Tim Hutkus, for the opportunity to lead the company into the future. Our best stories and best days lie ahead because T-Mobile is an incredible company with incredible employees, and it's a real honor to be chosen to lead it. The Un-carrier culture is a culture that all of our employees live and breathe every single day, and that's not going to change. John and I and the rest of the leadership here have built T-Mobile to be about more than just one person. We're built on an extraordinarily capable management team, and more importantly, on the energy and spirit of tens of thousands of crazy, talented, customer-obsessed team members. A team who knows we are all working on something that really matters, changing wireless for good for millions of consumers everywhere. So rest assured, T-Mobile will continue to innovate on behalf of consumers and deliver incredible mobile experiences. We'll continue to execute with the same focus on balancing growth and profitability. We'll continue to be aggressive in the market, and we will continue to put customers first. Our team will build on T-Mobile's proven approach, and that is a simple approach: listening to employees and customers and empowering our people to put customers first, treat them right, and change the rules of wireless in their favor. After all, that's what the Un-carrier is all about: customer experience obsession. As we look ahead to closing the deal with Sprint to create the new T-Mobile, our lower costs and greater scale will allow us, quite simply, to supercharge the Un-carrier strategy and bring even more competition to this market. AT&T, Verizon, and Big Cable have no idea what's about to hit them, and customers are going to be the winners. I also want to add my thank you to Braxton for agreeing to stay with T-Mobile through this critical time, which was announced in our 8K this morning. Your steady hands on the company's controls during all of these changes is a huge reassurance. And special congrats to my colleague here, Neville Ray, for being named President of Technology. This well-deserved recognition for you, it's certainly well-deserved for you, but it should also be a source of pride for every member of our technology teams who continue to deliver more, faster, and more efficiently than anyone in the space. And I do mean anyone. So before we open it up for questions, one more personal thank you to John for all you've done for me and for our T-Mobile brand, our customers, employees, partners, and of course, investors. I look forward, as does the whole leadership team, to working together with you over the next 5 months to ensure a seamless transition.
Mike Sievert and John Legere of T-Mobile.